Hey, what's up YouTube? Pallab here from nothingwired.com, and the room where I usually do my reviews kind of all messy and I had to clean it up. So I've been cleaning it up for the last couple of days. Maybe I'll need a couple of days more. So I had to kind of temporarily shift my review setup out here to my drawing room. I'm sorry about that. You might have to bear me for only this video, might be a couple of more video, but let's see. But I have my camera out there, I have my Zoom H5 out there to record my audio. I have two light setups out there, so I think it's kind of will do for temporarily at least. So today we're talking about the best smartphone in India under 15,000 rupees. Now we're only talking about the Indian market. If you want us to talk about or recommend you the best smartphone in your particular country, please comment us down below and we might just make a dedicated video to tell you which one you should buy in your particular country, because smartphones are in a wide variety and you might not get the same smartphone in other market. So number 5 is the Motorola Moto G Turbo. Why is it in the list? Because number 1, it comes with stock Android. Many people actually calls the Motorola devices a poor man's Nexus. You get to experience the stock Android ROM that is identical on the Nexus but at a less price. And because of the stock Android, you also get the fastest firmware updates almost as soon as the Nexus devices get there. Number 2 is the device is IP67 certified. Probably the only device in this price range that we'll talk about are is like resistant to water and dust. But it's a durable body. It's a strong durable body. Almost all the Motorola devices are. Why is it at number 5 and not above the ladder? Because it's a very boring device. All the recent Motorola Moto G kind of Moto G or be it Moto X, they just look slightly different from each other, but more or less they are quite boring. And number 2 is I do not like the camera also. It's a below average camera. Number 3, and I cannot actually vouch for it because I haven't personally tested it, but I checked out the spec sheet and they say it supports micro SD card of up to 32 GB only. But these 3 reasons are why it's at the number 5 and not up the ladder. Number 4 is the Asus Zenfone Selfie 16 GB version. The 32 GB version I think will go above our budget. So 16 GB is the one you'll get under 15,000, but of course it supports micro SD card of up to 128 GB. The main reason it's in the list is it's the only device among the devices that we'll talk about in this video which has a 13 MP selfie camera, and this high resolution really makes the difference. Not only 13 MP, it also has a dual LED flash on the front as well. So your low light selfie, your selfie at the party, at the discs are gonna be that much more, well exposed, I should say. However, it's at number 4 and not up the ladder, mainly because it's kind of expensive for the spec sheet that it carries now, and it's kind of getting old. So there are new Zenphones probably coming. We already saw the rumor of a Zenfone 3. This device kind of getting old, and there are newer devices that are now coming in, like let's say the LED for example, coming with much better specs. But that 13 MP front camera with a dual LED flash still holds its ground. Number 3 is the Lenovo P1 32 GB version. Now it could just be the most expensive of all the devices that we'll talk about under 15,000, but then you're getting the 32 GB version plus also micro SD card slot. So that's one reason it's in the list. Number 2 is because of the battery. Nowadays battery along with the camera are probably 2 of the most important features that a customer looks into his or her phone. So this guy comes with a massive 5000 mAh battery plus it's a metal body. Why it's at number 3 is mainly, obviously it comes with a 5000 mAh battery and metal body, so it's got to be really heavy. So it's really if you want a phone that kind of disappears in your pocket, this is not the one to get. Number 2 is Lenovo's after sales services. I find them kind of really confusing. They have a very good after sales service network, but those are mainly for laptops. Now I have heard reports of people saying that they do not service phones at the laptop service centers, although Lenovo says that they have actually leveraged many of those laptop after sales service to be able to service the Lenovo phones. But there's kind of confusion in the market. Number 2 is the Honor 5X. The Honor 4X sold like hot cakes in India, and 5X was no different. The 5X kind of moved over from the plastic body, and now you got a metallic body, 5.5-inch screen, full HD resolution. Plus, it's only about 12,000, so it's much less than our 15,000 price bracket. But at 12,000, that probably made it the best value for money among all the smartphones that we'll talk about in this particular video. Apart from that, it also has the best camera in my opinion. We've tested the cameras of many of these devices, and we found that the Honor 5X's camera is one of the best in general in the industry, and at this price point I think it is the best camera. Why it's not in number one is, number one, it does not have USB OTG support, and that actually came as a shocker. I actually tried the USB OTG test 3 times during the launch just to make sure that the device, because nowadays every Android phone, almost every Android phone, supposed to support USB OTG feature, because that's have kind of become a commodity like your fingerprint sensor. So not supporting that, I think it's not cool. And before coming to our number 1 phone, we want to have an honorable mention that just by this much, the Lenovo K4 Note did not make our list. It's a great phone, great price at about 11 or 11,500. It also has a very good camera and all the common spec sheet that you find in phones in this range. But then it has a plastic body, and again the camera is kind of average, and some of the other factors that actually just about kicked it out of the list, because we had to accommodate only 5, and mainly because of the IP67 certification, and the stock Android, the Moto G Turbo, just made the list in time. So then guys, here is our number 1, the best smartphone in India right now in 2016, under 15,000 Indian rupees, is the OnePlus X 16GB version, the Onyx version. You do not get the ceramic version, of course. You do not get a higher storage version of OnePlus X in India, but this is the only device with a premium chipset. It comes with a Snapdragon 801 chipset. All the other devices, all the other chipsets are mid-range. This is the top range chipset, 801. Plus it also has 3GB of RAM. Plus it's probably the best looking and the most premium looking device among all these devices that we've talked about. It also has a great selfie camera. I like that 8MP front camera. Now if you do not like 5-inch phone, if you only like bigger screen, then you might not like this device, because this device comes with a 5-inch screen. But 5-inch screen, full HD resolution is a good enough combination in this industry still, and that combined with the spec sheet, the power of the chipset and the RAM, plus the look and design, that kind of made it the best all-round phone in this price category. So that's guys our best smartphone in India right now under 15,000, the OnePlus X. If you like this video, please hit the like button, ask anything related to this, and we'll try to answer them all. And please subscribe to our channel and share this video to share this love. And please remember, these opinions are always subjective, so if you think that we missed out on one particular phone or 2 particular phones for that matter, please comment down below. Ciao.